What if I told you that the reason most people stay broke has nothing to do with their job, their degree, or even their debt, but has everything to do with their daily habits? Self-made millionaires are not superheroes. They don't have cheat code or born with a secret. I figured out when I was studying people that they manufacture wealth through little tiny behaviors that compounds. I know because I came to America with nothing, and it was these habits stacked over each other that built my business and my freedom. If you're new here, my name is Omar Mohamed and I came to the US with nothing. Today, I'm sharing 15 habits of highly successful people. Some will sound strange until you realize they are exactly why the rich keep pulling away. Habit number 1, they guard time like treasure. Poor people trade hours for dollars. Successful people protect their hours like gold. Example, Warren Buffett keeps his schedule empty. I used to waste all my mornings in survival jobs until I protected my morning to learn real estate. I had to protect my time like it's money. And I had to ask myself, is this building wealth or killing time? Habit 2, we talked about it in the last podcast. Read to solve, not to flex. CEOs reading 50 books a year, average person binge watching Netflix all night. Bill Gates takes weeks just to think. Example for me, I used the book of Investing in Real Estate with Low to No Money Down by Brandon Turner, and I did everything in that book. Which you can do, and what I did is I replaced the 30 minutes of scrolling a night with 30 minutes of reading. There's this Instagram reel that keeps popping up for me and it says just 30 minutes. Somebody on Instagram and it's just 30 minutes. Laying in bed at just 30 minutes. Doing something with their time that's not useful and saying it's just 30 minutes. And then the opposite of that is you can be reading for just 30 minutes, walking for just 30 minutes, meal prepping for 30 minutes, making that phone call that you've been delaying to make for just 30 minutes. So the 30 minute will path anyway. You just gotta see where you want to invest it in. So as we said on the last podcast, read, apply, repeat. Habit number 3, take asymmetric bets. Most people fear losing. Successful people fear not winning big. Bezos left Wall Street for Amazon. What I learned from that is with big risks, big rewards. I left my full-time job after 8 years with 135 plus salary and I invested in my business. With anything you do, risk will come there. Stop the fear of what if and start focusing at what if you stay the same? What if you don't win big? Habit number 4, network like your net worth depends on it. Your network is your shortcut. First few times I was going to these meetups, I was nobody. I didn't know anyone. And actually 4 of my best friends that helped me tons of time, that helped me a lot and were a huge part of my success. When I first started going to the meetups, I was nobody. I didn't know anyone. And from one handshake, couple conversations, I met some of the most awesome people. 3 of them became really close friends. I was in their weddings. They helped me a ton in the business, in real estate. Then we all start seeking avenues and growth and we still meet till today. That was 6 years ago. So don't underestimate the power of networking. Check your circle, audit it, DM 3 people that think can benefit you and meet them up for coffee or just a phone conversation. Habit number 5, use a journal, but for clarity. Not for Dear Diary today. Sure, you can do that if that's what you're into, but journal for ideas, for clarity. Write things that is working for you, things that are not working for you, so you can track your progress. Habit number 6, treat your body like a business. Money is so useless if you cannot take care of yourself, or if you're too tired to use it, or too old. Example, look at Mark Cuban workouts, or Jeff Bezos' routine, sleep routine. When I started doing well in business, I got into boxing even more. And what I've learned in boxing and staying in shape, it gives me that clarity. And when you are in shape and taking care of yourself, your decision making is different. You're not triggered by the same things that used to trigger you. You're able to control your emotions. You're able to see a different vision. So workout is so important. Beside the physical looks, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, okay, I'm not doing it for the looks or nobody works out for the looks. The looks is good, but the mental benefits is huge. Also, boxing taught me if I can take that hit in the ring, I can take it in real life too. And in business, move for 30 minutes a day, eat good, and protect your sleep. Habit number 7, live below your means. Not cheap, not frugal, but below your means. Warren Buffett, 1958 house. He lived in the same house. Musk said he couch surfed during Tesla. What I've learned from that, I sold my car, I reduced my spending, I only spend on what I need, and I put all that money towards my business and my vision to grow my real estate portfolio. I didn't upgrade my cars or my life until I had assets that can cover it. Ask, will my future self thank me for this or curse me? Cash flow buys freedom, ego buys cars. Habit number 8, build skills like weapons. Millionaires and successful people stack skills like no one. Chris Rock built public speaking before Netflix. Learning how to present or negotiate, give me leverage when I was talking to sellers about potential deals, learning how to lead a team, how to interact with people, learning how to read. There's so many skills you need. So learning and focus on skills. They're a weapon in your tool belt. You're gonna need them. So you can pick one skill for 90 days and master it. And skills do compound. Habit number 9, automate money like a robot. Wealthy people use systems, not willpower. You should have a good grasp on your money like a robot. If you sit down with somebody and ask them what their expenses are or how much money they want to make, when I figured that out about wealthy people, they seem they always have their expenses figured out. They have system in place. How much money is coming in, how much is going out, how much is in reserve, and I've learned that. And I took that from them, so I knew exactly how much my expenses are gonna be. And every step in the business, before I make any big decision, I think of that and I automate it, so it's less thing to worry about. If I know, okay, we're purchasing a new truck for the business, this truck is gonna be $1,500 a month. Is there enough money? Can that money be in auto pay? So build systems around everything, especially money. Willpower won't last, but systems will. Habit number 10. Think in decades, not days. Quick wins, they fade. Compounding wins build a whole system. If there's something that gets you rich quick, it's probably not true. There's so many things on Instagram and social media about a one-time thing or something that you can do that you can get a quick win from it. But think long-term, can you repeat that? If you cannot repeat it or learn from it, it's not going to change anything. It haven't taught you anything. So focus on long-term wins. Okay, if I start with one property, what did I learn from that? Then what can I do next? There's no an easy, fast way to get rich, but if you work hard at it, it's not that hard to get there. So stop thinking about when will I get there or thinking about the end result. Just focus on the process and compounding wins over time. And you can look at your actions and say, in 10 years, will this matter? And if the answer is yes, do it. So as an example, if you're flipping houses as an example, have a longer term plan. So back to real estate, if you're flipping houses or wholesaling and you're focusing on the wins you're making today, then you're getting that money. That's for now. But what about the long term? Maybe you're investing it into rentals. So always have a long term plan. Think in decades, not days. Habit number 11, tracking every dollar like a hawk. Grant Cardone mentions it over and over that he tracks every single dollar. If you're not tracking, you're not learning, you don't have a system. In the beginning of my career, I was not tracking money and I had lost a lot of money, not knowing where did that money go, how much did material cost. So make sure you track in every spending. I use that now to build trends and get better understanding project cost or long term or how much or if there's an issue or having a reserve. So track every dollar like a hawk. When you track, you have controls, you can create KPIs, and you have a system. Habit number 12, investing when everyone else is panicked. 2008, smart investors bought where everybody else was selling and getting scared. I think it's Warren Buffett's quote, and he says, the idea of investing is to buy when it's very low and sell when it's high. But most people do the opposite. They see everybody's buying, which already increased the demand, so the price is higher, they buy, and then when everybody starts selling and the price is going down because there's a lot of inventory and there's no demand, they start panicking and sell. So always remember that. Number 13, quiet wealth. Quiet is actually the flex, especially in the beginning. There's people that drive a Corolla and some people on Instagram renting Lambo and showing off. You do not need results. You do not need to flex in the beginning. Results speak for themselves. So build quietly. Habit number 14, scheduling a thinking time. Gates take weeks to think. Musk blocks his calendar just for time to think. I've used that personally, and I block some time in the week where I just go somewhere and I just think and brainstorm ideas or go for a walk to come up with some solutions. The best systems I've ever built came up from these times. Habit number 15, play the long-term game. Keep building, keep impacting. You will see 7-year-old billionaires still grinding. They might not need, and when you get addicted to the game, and the only time you lose if you quit. If you failed multiple times, you haven't lost yet. The minute you lose is when you quit. As far as you keep trying and playing the long-term goal, you are still in the game. And remember your why that made you start in the beginning. These are the 15 habits that most successful people do and use to get wealthy and more success in life. If you got any value from this show, make sure you share it with a friend. Follow, subscribe, check me out on Instagram at Mr. Property O, and I'll see you all next week.